Hello, everyone, and welcome to L&L Diamond Paintings Day Late and Dollar Short Wip Chat. Once again, we're a day late. Not a lot of news.
Who are you?
Other than the fact that I'm going crazy because today is a little off the beaten path. And yes, I know, I forgot once again. My name is Lee.
And I'm Lenore. I think.
Yeah, me too. And I'm trying to get everything straightened out when I should have had it already straightened out.
Yeah.
But no.
You've had a rough day today.
Anyway, yes, it has been. Here we are. Another day, another dollar, so to speak.
Another dollar?
Mm-hmm.
What the hell are you drinking?
Another day, another dollar short anyway. I'm drinking root beer.
Oh.
Because I didn't have any cold soda. So now, back to researching my photo in my wife's phone so that I can see what drill I'm working with. 471, I'm still on the greens.
Oh, so much fun.
471.
Oh, Lord, have mercy on my soul.
I am still using the Diamond Pentel pen, the one with the roll stop edge.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to get used to it because I'm used to having a pen that has no flat spot. And this one has a flat spot.
Uh-oh.
Well, it's supposed to.
I
That's
know
the way
it's
it was
supposed
designed.
to. I know that.
Oh, man, what did I do with my stopper? My little homemade stopper, which I now can't find.
Is there anything on that table that's...
Huh?
Is there anything on my table over there?
No, I don't think so.
Do you want me to look?
Well, I'm right here. I may have to steal yours if I can't find mine.
Well, that's what I figured you would do.
Well, your stopper is actually part of the thing. My stopper is a...
Separate thing?
Yeah. And I can't find it in yours either.
Does that mean I didn't steal it, which you were gonna say?
No, you have your own. You had your own.
I know I do.
From your own kit.
I know. You can't find that either,
I can't find that either. But it was sitting right here. So I don't know what happened to it.
Do you want me to look?
No.
Honey,
you can't. Not unless I get completely out of the way.
Okay.
And I'm not going to do that.
Well, of course not.
Of course not. Why would I?
Yeah, because you're mean.
I'm being rude, I know. I'm not diamond painting for people, which I should be.
Mm-hmm.
But nonetheless, oh well, I'll have to do without it.
How are you going to do it without it?
That's simple. I'll just have to make sure I shake the tray a little differently so it doesn't...
Mine's got to be there somewhere.
Yeah, it does have to be, but...
You can't find it.
I can't find it, so...
Should I start reading? Or?
You can now, yes.
Well, thank you. And we have something from Dodi Diva. Billy. Glad to see you diamond painting again. And it's looking good. I can't read. Nice hearing your voices. Hope Lenore, you're feeling better, and one day we'll be able to sing again. Looking forward to more driving videos. Not driving me crazy, but actually in the car. LOL. I thought it was pretty funny.
Oh, come on.
Have a great week. Take care, and much love to you both. Hugs, Billy.
Sheesh, come on. You know that's my thing. I gotta drive people crazy.
And you do a darn good job of it.
Oh, I try like hell.
Yeah, I know you do. The next one comes from Happy Little Drills. Carol. Glad to see you diamond painting, Lee. Another good Wip Chat. Lenore, praying that you feel better soon. I'm praying the same thing. I'm kind of sick of the headaches I keep getting.
Yeah.
Then we have Helen Whale. Glad Lenore is a little better. Hope Lenore voice sings when she's back to normal. Glad to see Lee diamond painting, sending hearts to anyone who needs them. And as usual, she sends a bunch of hearts, and we love her for it.
Yeah, I told her every time I see those hearts, I smile.
Yep, you do.
You know.
Yep. And the next one comes from Casey. That's me.
Casey.
I loved your chat, Lee and Lenore. Thank you for the time you give. I appreciate you guys. We appreciate you too, because no one else wants us around.
Yeah, we appreciate you because without you, we wouldn't have a channel.
No, we wouldn't.
Because I would get fed up with only having one or two people watching all the time. Although that would be a nice intimate group, I guess.
Yeah, but if one of them is me, you got a problem because I don't talk enough.
Yeah, but you're with me on the channel. I'm talking about separate people that are actually
I understand that.
watching.
Mm-hmm.
Don't start with me.
I will, and I'll finish it too.
Yes, yeah, you think you will.
Casey, that's me.
Again?
That's not me. No, yeah, it is. I loved your chat, Lee and Lenore. Thank you for the time you give.
That's the one you just said.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay, I'm old. What do you want?
That's why I said
if you had to put up with you, you'd be crazy too. And here we go with Trin. Fun chat. Glad to hear you guys are slowly getting better. Hope the doc can get you some answers soon, Lenore. Have a great week. Well, I went to the eye doctor. Well, let me finish these. I'll talk about that after.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, by the way, Trent.
Yes, Trin. Thank you very much. The next one comes from Tammy.
Oh, God.
Stop that. Fun chat. Glad to hear you guys are slow.
That's
was Trin.
The wrong one.
Oh, my God. I'm not doing well. And I can't even make fun of him because he's doing better. Tammy says, always love hearing that sweet, beautiful voice. She's obviously talking about me and not you.
Damn straight.
Question of the week for both of you. When you're both having a hard day, what do you do to escape? I go in my bedroom, shut the door, and read. Takes my mind off of every little thing. I don't know what Lee does. I think he drinks. No, excuse me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In my case, what I do if I can't diamond paint, because diamond paint does soothe me.
It does.
When I can't diamond paint because of my back,
yeah,
I tend to watch others diamond paint.
Yes, you do.
I watch Wip Chats from a lot of creators.
Mm-hmm.
I watch lives that I might have missed for one reason or another. Or I look for new creators
to pick on. Oh, let me say that.
Yep, that too. To check out their channels. Speaking of new creators, you all know Brenda, Mama B Diamond Drilling.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how many of you know that she has got a channel now.
Mm-hmm.
She's had one for a couple of months. I will link it in the description box below. You know, down there or down there or whichever way it goes as I drop the camera.
Oh, that wasn't good.
Oh, yeah. Smart move. Smart move. Maybe I can get a better angle on it then.
Maybe.
because I wasn't happy with the one that I had.
No, you weren't.
So anyway, ta-da! Didn't take long to fix.
Okay.
Anyway, I will link her channel below, so you can go check her out.
Yep. It's funny.
I think she's pretty good.
I do too.
You know, she's fun to watch.
Yes, she is.
You know, fun to listen to.
Mm-hmm.
She does. Her and her daughter have an Etsy business, which I will also try to remember the link below. Because you know me and my Swiss cheese brain.
Well, you get a lot on your mind, honey.
All right, fine. My Swiss cheese memory. But she does some good work.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, well, her daughter makes the jewelry. She makes cover minders. And they're really good stuff. I think they're really good looking from what I've seen. I haven't bought anything because we just, you know, too poor. We can't even afford to pay attention. But you know,
please,
what?
Stop that.
I like saying that. It's
I know
fun.
you do. I don't like you saying it.
But at any rate, see, now you made me lose my spot.
Are you done talking for a little bit?
For a little bit, I guess.
Okay. I figured out why I kept going back to the wrong name. I wasn't checking off my...
You weren't checking off your comments.
No, and so I would go back. Oh. The next comment comes from Judith Hood, who says, not going to lie, it was a little fun to be the tattletale. I'm the oldest of 3, so my little sister got to be the Queen Tattletale.
Well, guess what? Anybody throws me under the bus, or anybody that tells me they heard a secret about me, I'm gonna blame it on Judith Hood.
You're a nut.
So people like Tammy, you're out of the woods. You're out of the doghouse, because I'll just blame it on Judith, because she just said it was kind of fun to be a tattletale.
I never had that fun either. I was the oldest of my father's second family, so.
I was the baby of the family.
Yes, I know. Okay, and here we have Chocolate Diamonds. You too. I'm going to put y'all in timeout. What do we do?
Doretta, come on. I stand 6'6". I weigh 200 and some odd pounds. You ain't putting me in any corner.
In timeout. Yes, she's going to.
Timeout, corner, same damn difference. Nice try, Doretta.
I think she could.
When I typed to her, I said, I don't know if I spelled this right, but here. I almost typed in Dorito, and I went, nah.
You're bad. And here we have Melanie.
Melanie did.
Question. What was your first car, and do you have any memorable stories with it?
I had a Ford.
I'm glad you remember the name.
Yeah, I'm surprised I remember that.
Yeah.
I can't remember the make, though.
Yeah.
Or the model. But it was a police car at one time. It was a retired police car. And it still had the police interceptor engine in it. Which means that car could move.
Yeah.
Well, one night, being a teenager I was, at least in my head, I was out with a girlfriend, and we were, cruising down the highway at 2 o'clock in the morning. And the limousine passed us doing about 100.
Oh my God.
Well, I say that because we were doing like 90. So I said, okay, time to step on the gas. Well, I stepped on the gas, took off and hit about 125.
Ooh.
And next thing I know, I hear snap, bang.
Yeah, what fell out?
I blew the engine. I drove the piston rod right up through the block.
Silly Lee.
Well, it was an older car anyway.
Yes.
And it
But
was
it wasn't supposed to be
of.
doing 125.
It was well taken care of, but by the time I got it, it was well past its prime.
Right.
So I got mad and I proceeded to take my boot and kick it right through the driver's side window.
Wasn't that a wise thing to do? I got my kid brother's girlfriend's car. She gave it to me. One day, seeing that she was his girlfriend, he decided to take my car while he wasn't licensed out for a spin. I almost killed the little creep. I wanted to. I didn't, because I was the good sister. I was the only sister. But I took care of him when his older brother wanted to kill him. But that wasn't a fun thing. And the other fun thing was this, during the blizzard of 66. Well, what was the blizzard? The year 67, 71?
You mean 78?
78, whatever it was. It got buried in the snow, and people walked on my convertible. It wasn't a convertible anymore. It had no hood on it.
No
roof, I should say, not a hood. But I loved that car for the little bit of time I got to drive it.
No hood, meaning no roof.
Right.
66, meaning 78.
I'm old.
You're doing real good.
I'm old. I told you that before.
And you pick on me.
Now, you're a lot younger than I am, fella. And you don't take things to heart as much as I do. I chew on them and ho-hum them and everything else.
Yes, I know.
I know. We have another comment from Trin. Says, great live.
And hearts.
And hearts.
Trin is a dedicated,
yes, she is,
loyal fan.
Yes, she is.
And you all are. I mean,
yes.
Let's face it. You still stick around with us. You still watch us. You still comment. You still like us. But Trin makes sure to comment on every live.
Mm-hmm.
And on every Wip Chat.
Mm-hmm.
And we love it.
And she doesn't threaten to put us in a timeout.
Yeah, I know. She doesn't threaten us and try to put us in a timeout or
just because we've been bad.
I don't think we've ever really been bad. No.
When we were picking on each other.
But that's not being bad.
I know that.
That's our love language.
She was only kidding. Kidding. That's our
exactly.
language?
See, that's our love language. It gets to a point where we speak our love language so much, it's like, I was only kidding.
And last but not least is Cindy Bennett. Blast! I missed the live and Ditzies too. I'll watch her next. I've been going through my drills for the kits I want to do for my July wall. And yes, you are fun to throw under the bus, Lee. You know it's not easy watching replays of lives you comment on the chat, and I have no idea what it is. LOL. It was a great live. Sim. Sorry, I missed it.
Well, I think the reason for that, I don't know how soon after the live actually airs that you watch it. And I think I posted this to you in a reply, but you have to wait a while because usually the comments that are in the chat don't show up on the live replay for a couple of hours after the live. So you have to wait a while before you can catch the live comments, but they are there.
Yeah.
And they do go in sections. So as you're watching them, so the chat basically keeps up with whatever's on the live at that moment. So if you're 30 seconds to a minute and a half into it, there's no comments because nobody commented 30 seconds to a minute into it. So it keeps up with whatever you were doing. It syncs it, I think is what they call it.
It syncs it.
Yeah.
Deep six.
Yep.
I went to the eye doctor yesterday.
Yep.
And he told me that my left eye is looking good, which was always my best eye. But I was still having a problem with my right eye because it's very foggy. He told me what it was. I had cataracts when I was fairly young. I was in my late 50s when I had cataracts that were due to come out because they were really ripe, as they call it. And they put the little lens to replace your lens in your eye. Well, he told me, he says that lens is all foggy and everything, and that's why you're having trouble. I have to close the eye so I can read out of my good eye, which is not great for peripheral or any kind of vision. So he said he can fix it, but I have to have some kind of procedure first because my insurance company won't let them do that unless they do something first. And he's not the optometrist, or he's an ophthalmologist, and he does different things. So we had to get someone who not an optometrist, but someone who takes cataracts out to do a certain procedure.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
He has to have somebody come in and run the other machine because he can't. They have to do something with your eye so that he can come in and do the laser on your surgery.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, but that's not what you were saying.
Oh my God. They had to get the person who normally does the cataract thing because he doesn't do that. But nonetheless, they're going to do that, and we're going to get yelled at again from
Tammy?
No.
Cindy?
Who was going to put us in timeout? Chocolate Diamonds.
Judith.
No, not Judith.
Judith Hood.
No, Chocolate Diamonds.
Not Judith Hood. No, that's right. Judith Hood was the one that said something else.
She said, "You too. I'm going to put you in timeout." And that is...
that's right. That was Doretta.
Yes.
Because I made that comment.
Yeah. So hopefully I'll be able to at least see well again. And I don't know, if I don't get rid of these headaches at some point, I don't know what I'm going to do. Maybe cut my head off. No, that would be a mess. I think too little as it is without my head, forget it. Okay, Lee, it's your turn now.
I'm telling you.
You're telling everybody what, Lee?
I don't know what I'm telling them.
Okay.
Because you just boggle my mind.
I know I am good. Oh.
You know, it's funny. We joke a lot. We really do. But she's never this bad unless she's in front of people.
I'm not in front of people.
You most certainly are.
There are
because
no
you know people are
going
to be watching.
There are no people in front of me.
But you know there are people that are going to be watching.
I don't care.
So therefore, you know they will protect you.
No, they won't. They're all afraid of you.
Not hardly.
Oh.
Not hardly.
That's what you say.
That's what I know, and you'll probably find out in the comments, too.
Uh-huh.
Because that's when you're your bravest.
I don't have to be brave to pick on you. Jeez.
Yeah, but that's when you're bravest because you don't pick on me that badly when there's no one around.
It's not that much fun.
Exactly. So I get caught off guard when I should know better after 30 some odd years.
Wait a minute. Wah, wah, wah.
You're in rare form today. Wait till I shut off the camera.
Why?
I don't want any witnesses.
It's all right. I'll call Tammy and tell her, and she'll put the word out.
Yeah, okay. She'll put the word out anyway, just because she's Tammy.
The great and wonderful Tammy.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I believe it.
Well, you're about as delusional.
I'm not delusional at all. You're just bad.
No, I don't know. I think I'm pretty damn good.
You know, you would.
Yep.
Oh, my head.
Nobody knows like I know.
Oh, I thought you were going to say nobody knows the trouble you've seen. That's true.
I don't have to worry about seeing the trouble. I married it.
You were never so lucky in your entire life.
Well, I can't argue with you there.
Oh, stop it. Then you don't make it fun. Oh,
Well, that's like Tammy. She'll turn around and try to get my goat. She says, "I've got a secret." Yeah, so what is it? I can't tell you. Oh, okay. How do you do that? That's not normal.
well, you never said you were normal.
Well, that's true.
You never even told me that.
Today is, what's the date today?
The 16th? I don't know.
Friday the 16th?
No, today's Thursday.
No,
It's Friday.
today's Friday.
Today's Friday.
We're a day late, remember?
We're $1 short.
Yeah, because we didn't film yesterday.
Okay.
So today's Friday. I think it's the 16th.
Might
Maybe
be
the
17th.
17th. Whatever day it is, you also want to go out. You want to go check Shay out because she actually put out another Wip Chat.
Oh, did she?
Yes, she did.
Wow.
A very good one too.
Really?
Yeah, she said I'm a little out of practice, so she forgot about a couple of things, but it made it entertaining. I enjoyed it. I mean, she's always entertaining anyway.
Yes, dear. I gotta go shut that off so it doesn't drive me crazy.
But
She is always entertaining. Yes, she is.
yes, she is.
Oh, help me.
But I just figured I'd put that out there real quick because
Good.
after all, it's Shay.
There.
You know what? This is going to film wrong.
That drives me crazy.
Damn it.
Off and on, off and on.
This is going to film wrong.
Why?
Because I think it's going to film vertical again. Last week's filmed vertical.
And they couldn't see.
Well, you can see, but it's just, almost like being in letterbox.
Oh, really?
So it doesn't fill the whole screen.
That's not good.
Because I didn't notice
Mm-hmm.
the way I know the way the camera's facing, but for some reason or other, it didn't rotate like it should.
Oh.
And I just now noticed that.
That's a pain.
But that's what
There's
you
nothing
get.
you can do.
Nope, I'm not going to redo it.
No. As much as he loves you all.
Yes. I'm not going to redo it, and I'm not going to edit. Because if I edit, it takes out the essence of who we are. Nuts.
Well, that's true.
Even if I'm not one.
You're crazy.
Yep.
But that's okay. I love you anyway.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Sure you do.
Sure I do.
I know.
I know you don't. Oh, yeah.
But that's okay.
It's okay?
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay. Well, I don't have anything left to say.
I don't think I do either. I've got meetings next Wednesday for the rules because we couldn't have it this week
No, because I had my eye
for the
doctors.
events because you had your eye appointment and Kat had an appointment.
Yep.
And Tammy was busy.
Getting ready for her live.
Well, not just getting ready for her live, but talking to a couple of small shops.
Oh.
So she was doing stuff. So we're going to make the rules next Wednesday. And then after that, we can start inviting people and setting out the Facebook pages and all of that stuff.
Okay.
Which is always fun to do.
Is it?
Well,
Are you being a wise guy when you say that?
No.
Oh, okay. I was wondering.
No, it's fun to do. It's just sometimes it's like, do we have anybody to come in today? Nope.
Mm-hmm.
But that's okay. It will be interesting.
And
See what we have.
You're going to make sure it is.
Yeah, well, that's true. I'm going to do my best to make sure it is anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I think what I'm going to do for right now
is
I don't even have to comment. I think I'm just going to sit here
and diamond paint.
Okay. Because my back isn't feeling too bad.
Well, that's good. I'm happy to hear that.
And I can always stop for a moment and stretch my back.
That's true.
I'm also going to have to change the wax in the putty. I mean, the wax in the placer. Wax
in the putty?
Put the wax in the putty and dot it all up.
You're weird.
Yeah, so what's wrong with that?
Nothing. It was just making a statement. But you are weird.
You can do what you want to do and maybe sing in the process.
No. My nose is running. I'm having a very difficult time.
You don't want people to hear your nose running.
Shut up, Lee.
So if your nose is going to run and you're going to sniffle, you want to make sure you shut off your microphone.
I don't want to.
Then don't.
I won't.
Good.
Thank you.
Let them hear what we're really like.
Yeah. So true, so true.
I don't know.
You don't know what?
Much of anything at this point.
You know everything. Oh, I'm so tired. I could go to sleep right now. Where we could.
What's the matter?
I said I could go to sleep right now. I said I where we could.
Okay. Cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo.
That's true. I am cuckoo. 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 There's a clock. That's from The Sound of Music.
Yes, I know.
Okay.
I know it's from The Sound of Music. I watch The Sound of Music all the time.
Well, when it's on, you watch it. Unless you have your own private showing. I don't know.
Well, I think we do have it on video, but I'm not sure.
I don't know.
I've been so long since I've looked at the videos.
I know. They're so out of... Nobody uses them anymore.
We do, or we can.
Yeah, but you don't have it set up, do
I
you?
just got to set up the DVR.
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean.
DVD
Whatever.
player.
Whatever it is.
Yeah, the DVD player.
Okay.
Just be careful you don't...
I'm not going over there.
Okay.
I was just doing that moving that so I could get my little bit of
space.
Plepsy. My little bit of plepsy.
I see.
Okay.
Did
you put more soda in for you?
No, I did not. I'll put it in after I'm done filming.
Do it now because it'll be in there sooner.
Well, I know that, but you're sitting and relaxing.
So what?
So buttons, if you know.
I can't sew. I never could. They kicked me out of sewing
Or
class.
as my mother used to
They gave
say,
me a piece of lined paper and told me to sew a straight line. And
or
I ain't kidding.
as my mother used to say, sew buttons on ice cream if you think you're fast enough.
Sew buttons on what?
Ice cream
Okay.
if you think you're fast enough. Ma used to say that all the time.
Did she?
Yeah, if you said sew, she'd go, sew buttons on ice cream if you think you're fast enough. Like, okay, Ma.
All right. So right.
My mother was a very unique
Special lady.
individual. We used to get a kick out of her because she would try to, whenever she tried to do something, she had to stick her tongue out and touch her nose with her tongue.
Well, of course, doesn't everyone?
I don't.
Well, you're not normal.
You don't.
I'm not normal either.
Most normal individuals don't.
I'm so
But that is, when we would hold her hands down and tell her to go ahead and talk.
You're just evil, both
She couldn't
you
do
and
it.
your brother.
We used to torment her too, because she is extremely, and I do mean extremely claustrophobic.
She
To the
was.
point that if I was standing in front of her and I put my hand within 6 inches of my face, actually within 4 inches of my face, she would start to hyperventilate. If I put a mask on, a regular, like, surgical mask, she would start to hyperventilate.
She was such a sweet lady.
I mean, she really, really could not stand anything in front of anybody's face. So every now and then, I'd say, "Hey, Mom, look at this," and I'd cover my nose. I mean, I literally just cover my nose. My mouth would be, exposed, but I'd cover my nose.
You're bad.
Or the other way around. I'd cover my mouth, you know. And you can tell I just put fresh wax in the pen
Mm-hmm.
because you're getting that snap.
Mm-hmm. Is that like gum?
Uh, Something like that.
Okay.
Come on, dang it. Get over there. Ooh, that one's kind of awkward. I don't like that one. That's a trash drill. Helps if I turn the tweezers in the right direction, though.
Who are you talking to?
Me?
Okay.
You know I talk to myself.
Okay.
I always do. I talk to myself while I'm...
You talk to the trees, but they don't listen to you. Smart trees.
That's because they're inanimate objects.
They're actually living.
Yes, I know, but they're still inanimate objects.
Mm-hmm.
The only way they move is when the wind blows. Yep. Oh, you mean to tell... Oh, no. Not even close. Okay. I was going to say, you mean to tell me I'm actually done with this color?
Huh?
I was starting to say, you mean to tell me I'm actually done with this color, but no.
No.
Not even close.
Poorly.
Well, it's a particularly large area for trees and things.
Oh.
And whereas I am on the top of the painting
Uh-huh.
instead of in the middle section,
Mm-hmm.
it
Causes you a problem.
should be full of trees.
Ah. I see.
It is more or less a landscape picture after all.
Okay. My Lord, I'm tired.
Poor baby.
I wish I knew
The
why.
only thing that stinks about this is the fact that I can actually only diamond paint at the moment once a week.
Yeah.
Because the rest of the week, my back bothers me so bad sometimes that I just can't.
Well, you and I are really a mess. A messes.
Well, I'm wondering if I go to the chiropractor,
I don't know.
if that'll help. Or there's a therapy Tammy was talking about that a doctor does, and I can't remember what it is.
Okay.
I can't. You know, when you say can't and can't at the same time, you really sound like you're saying something dirty. Can't.
Why do I even listen to you?
But no, I am not saying anything dirty, so do not put a strike on me.
That would not be good.
That would not be nice. It also wouldn't be right. But that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, knowing me, you never know. Uh-oh.
That's what I said.
Huh?
That's what I say too. Is that coming out?
Possibly.
I don't know.
Talking about my brother coming out of his room.
In his wheelchair.
Yeah.
Which means he won't be able to get out of the living room.
Yeah.
Because
Which
of where
means
Leon
I
is
will
sitting.
have to move for a moment so he can get by. So he can go out back.
Absolutely roasting to death.
I don't know how you could be roasting.
I am. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I'm really getting tired of it.
I mean, I'm actually comfortable here.
Usually I'm freezing, but now I'm roasting.
Well, you can't even really say that either.
What?
That usually you're freezing, because you sort of go bounce between the two of them.
Part of it is this couch, which was our biggest mistake, buying the couch, the love seat, and the chair, because they are
Too big for the room.
No, because they're so darn hot.
Yeah, but they're also too big for the room because they're overstuffed.
They're too big for the room, but I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the fact that they're so warm. You never want to buy this in Florida, ever.
Just because
Shut up, Lee.
I go to bed at night sweating so badly that you could wring out my shirt does not mean that the chairs are too warm.
That has nothing to do with the bedroom, Dippy.
Yeah, but when I go to the bedroom, where am I coming from?
The living room.
Yeah, and what am I sitting in?
The floor.
Wrong.
Oh.
Damn it. My placement is not very good today.
Your what?
My drill placement.
No. Mine hasn't been good in a while. We got to find that thing.
Yeah, that's the other thing we got to do too, is look up that.
Yeah. I'm really getting tired of not
so that
being
you
able to
can
do
actually
anything.
Do some diamond painting.
Yeah.
Right now, she's having a hard time, mostly with her hands. So she can't diamond paint like she wants to.
Well, like I said, 30, 40 years of typing. And a good part of it doing the old Royal, not an electric typewriters, where you really had to press down. working with a rotary calculator.
Yeah. Most people are saying, what's a rotary calculator?
Yeah.
Although Alyssa might know what a rotary calculator is.
Yep. The only reason I know is because that's what they had my the oldest boss in the company I worked for was he was in his 80s, so he thought a rotary calculator was a new fangled adding machine or something. It wasn't.
Hold on just 1 minute. Sorry for that little vacation. Lenore has now officially retired from the conversation.
Yeah.
While I sit here and diamond paint some more. Ta-da! All right, it looks like I might actually have finished. Oh, no, I haven't. Okay, still got a couple more.
Okay.
I was going to say, it looks like I might have finished that number. But no. I mean, I know what's going to happen. The same thing that happens every time. I say, oh, I'm finally finished with that number, and then I go on to the next, or that symbol, and I go on to the next symbol. And next thing you know, I find that symbol again. So that's why I end up at the end of the painting the section, I end up with ones and twos of different symbols. Because it's like, no, I'm not going to go hunting, pecking symbols. But that's okay. Ugh. All right, so that's the end of that one. Pull up my glasses so that I don't over magnify myself. Helps if I put the funnel in the bottle and not the bottle in the funnel. You know what's going to happen, right? I'm going to get done with filming, and I'm going to be putting my painting away. And that's when I'm going to find the stopper that goes to this thing that I created. What I do, guys, is the fact that because I have trays without stoppers, I just take the squishy that comes with your pen, with your kit, and I just put the squishy in the spout. And that acts as my stopper. Just makes it so much better, huh? Yeah, that's fine. That is quite all right.
Before, that's not, who is that? His mother is there.
Yeah.
That's not.
Yes, it is.
It is honesty?
Yep.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It's the son,
The mother.
the mother, and Ozzy.
Oh, the mother was had a real good show.
And 3/4 of the sentences are bleeped out.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Well, that's about par for the course with them. Correct.
Mm-hmm. We had Dead Files on the TV, and when Dead Files was over, now the Osbournes come up. The Osbournes Want to Believe come up. So
I have never seen him without the messy black hair, and so I had no idea who that was. That's why I asked you.
yep, that's okay. 472. 471. We go from 471 to 472. This one has a lot of this color. La da da ti 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 ti. La da 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 ti ti. La da 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 ti 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 ti. Tum tum. You load 16 tons, and what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. Peter, don't call me 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. Okay, now, what did I do with my pen? There it is. Yay, I found it. I'm not a total loser. Well, I say I'm not a total loser because I lost the stopper and I almost lost the pen. And I just had the pen in my hand a minute ago, you know? So now I get to go back to diamond painting. I think so. At least for another 10 minutes, maybe. Yeah, you know me. I can't be silent the entire time.
No.
I gotta fill the air.
Yeah.
Well, it's like having the TV on. I'm not, yeah, I'm watching videos on YouTube, but I gotta have the TV on for background noise. You know, when technically I don't really need it. And I really should stop doing just that. Huh? You yelling at the cat again? Yeah, I yell at him and you turn around and say, "Oh, he's a good boy. Stop yelling at him." You yell at him and he deserves to be yelled at. What's wrong with this picture?
Nothing. From what I can see.
Your name is not Tammy, so don't bother.
I had a lot more practice. Tammy.
Yeah, but until Tammy, you never said, "Shut up, Lee."
Oh, please. Please. So silly.
It's true.
It is not true.
It most certainly is. Absolutely factual.
It's not.
No, actually, I'm sitting. Not me. I'm a nice guy.
I wouldn't come near that.
Yes, we know. I said, yes, we know that you wouldn't come near that.
Oh, stop
Just because I said I was a nice guy. Well, you're the one that said you wouldn't come near it. What? Now that you've said to me a lot. Shush. You're just trying to steal Tammy's thunder by saying, "Shut up, Lee." Huh? Yeah, well, I listen to Tammy about as much as I listen to you anyway. I could get in so much trouble with everybody right about now.
Why would that be?
Because of what I could have said. Oh, yeah, it would be. Now, I'm not saying it, but if I were to say, why would I listen to you? You're only a woman. That would get me into trouble with everybody. Well, maybe with them too. But I'm not saying that. I'm just telling you what I could have said. And we're in for purposes of explanation. Explanation. Where are you going? Why? Success. You didn't hear that. I said, you said, because I can't stand any more of you. And I went, success, meaning I got you into the other room. You got to admit, that was a good one. Anyway, everyone, I suppose you probably had enough listening to the bantering of the two of us and watching me attempt to continue to pretend to know what I'm doing diamond painting. What are you clearing your throat for? So anyway, as I was saying, we will see you again on other lives or on our live or on Tammy's live because I'm always there too. So in the meantime, have a wonderful day. Be kind. Do not forget. Do not fake it until you make it. Just believe it until you receive it. And on that note, because I don't have Lenore here to sing us out, we will talk to you again soon. Bye.